everyone, and welcome to Magus of the League. Pitch perfect.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
It was. I felt the note hold.
Yeah, we could actually, if we kept doing this for another year or so, we could get really harmonious.
What do you mean if?
Yeah. We got some big news today. First of all, let's kick it off.
I'm Liban, and this is my co-host, excuse me, this is my co-host, Yokel Brand. This is my co-host, the Goblin Matriarch, to my Ward-Eye Witch,
Ooh.
Chris Yorke.
I'm honored.
Always scry one.
Search you up, baby.
Scry one.
I search you up, you scry.
So this is a video podcast.
It is.
Maybe the last video podcast, but not the last video.
Last of its type, perhaps.
The last of its kind.
Yeah.
Which is why we're a bit all over the place, you know? Kind of on the improvise.
We're totally...
bathing in it. Bathing in it.
We don't know. We don't even know. Let's...
Yeah. So this is a video podcast where we talk about Sealed League and Sealed Magic as a format. That's pretty much it. So this is a podcast for everybody who enjoys Sealed League and both regular League and right now current Modern League. Mm-hmm. So we actually do have quite a bit to talk about. Thank you. First off, our official sponsor, La Veille Microbrasserie, since last time, sponsoring us all the way from Saint Agathe, just out of Mont Tremblant, and they are offering us a one-time specialty super beer.
This looks like a dark ale. It's a stout imperial, and it's brewed in a bourbon cask.
Yeah, or fermented in a bourbon cask usually. Yeah, they don't brew it.
They don't brew in the cask?
No.
Oh, okay.
So, beer making education. Boil the yeast, grain, water.
You
don't boil the geese. You boil the grain in the water.
Boil the geese.
Boil the geese. No, you boil the grain in the water to get all the sugars out.
He's not going to drink it.
Take that, put it in a barrel, put yeast in it, let it ferment, makes beer.
Right.
So this is fermented in Scotch barrel, right? Bourbon barrel. So thank you to La Veille.
Yes, thank you very much. This one's called the Vincent, I believe.
Oh,
there we go.
So and the owner is Pat, if I'm not mistaken. So thank you, Pat.
Cheers.
Cheers to you. Cheers to all our viewers and our viewership number significantly higher.
Yes,
100. We broke 100. So cheers to that.
God knows why. We're so niche.
To being niche.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm moving away.
Oh yeah.
From Montreal.
Yeah.
It's imminent now.
Yeah. And you really held that one close to your vest for like a long time.
Well, you don't want to make any proclamations when you don't know which way a move's going to go. And I found out late in the game that staying in Montreal was probably not going to happen. And so here it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now we're talking about different formats. Possibly we'll keep going with a Skype overlay kind of format like you see in Magic Mike's.
Or the angry man, I'm really bad today.
Angry chicken.
I'm so choked up with you leaving.
He's got birds on the mind.
Yeah,
you cook the
angry
geese,
chicken,
angry chickens,
which is one of my favorite Hearthstone podcasts. They kind of do the overlay situation. Mm-hmm. We're also exploring the possibility of another co-host that we won't spoil yet.
Should we spoil it?
No, I don't think so.
Couldn't even tease it.
Well, what if he doesn't get the job?
So the audition process.
Dave, our wonder producer Dave, might be like, shut down.
Maybe so. But I will say this: I did have the honor of co-hosting another short-lived podcast with him in the past. He was an amicable co-host, and only if the store had paid us more, we might have kept running the serial. But it was shut down only after a couple of episodes, sadly.
So luckily, the store pays us nothing for this, so they can't shut us down.
Well, this time we're doing it for the love,
the love of the game, the love of the game.
Yeah.
So
the love of the format, which is League.
The League format.
League being a sealed format.
It is, as you mentioned. So League, sealed format, 60 cards.
Yes.
If you're watching this, you probably know this.
Yeah.
But essentially, you open 6 packs at the beginning of League, make a 60-card deck. Every time you take a loss, add a pack. Right now, lots of spice to talk about.
Lots of spice.
We're in the bloodbath week, as I like to call it, of War of the Spark. So I woke up this morning, sitting there at my comfortable 10-10, at the bottom of the barrel, with people salivating at the thought of playing.
Did you get lots of invitations?
Oh, so many. So many.
Come on over here. Hey, Lee, give me a match.
Yeah, and they're like... So I was at the store today, starting up Modern Horizons League. And I'm there with Amir and Serge, and we're all at 10 losses, and they're just like, let's bloodbath it out, and I forgot my deck. I'm so sad. forgot my deck.
Yeah.
So, but
that's
I think I did it on a matter of principle because if there are those of you who know, there's some controversy in the league. Where
who started that controversy?
I did. I started the controversy.
He started the controversy this week. He dipped himself into the...
For the record, I had a line.
Dragons on chat. Yeah. Basically, he made a deal, an offer to sell matches. He says, "Look, you want to play me?"
It wasn't a sell.
Let me explain it from a non-league perspective.
No.
Then we'll let you get into it. So he said on chat, "Hey, if you want to play me, my last match, come buy me a beer, and I'll give you a match." And this caused some consternation with some players, some old school league players who thought it was unsporting. And they ever returned to the bad old days.
And yet the oldest of the old school players, Johnny Moriarty, who's on the rules committee, immediately accepted that offer. Immediately.
Yep.
So,
hypocrisy, I tell you.
Anyways, as you know, this one of the big highlights, and when Simon was on the show, he mentioned that what he loved the most about League was the community. Right? So there was two aspects of this because I want to address this. I've been bottling it up all week.
Let loose. This is your platform.
This is my platform. Yeah. So I retracted my offer.
Well, who are you addressing? Let's address. I don't
know. It's just all general. I'm addressing Donald Trump. This is about personal freedoms. Donald Trump, if you watch this, come find me. But the first part about this is a community thing, driven format, right?
Yeah.
It lives and breathes on the players who play it, the people who support it.
They do all the work.
Yeah. You know, the store sponsors us and gives us nice prize pools. They give us a venue to play in, but they don't organize anything. They don't manage anything. They're just there to watch us from a distance and be like, suckers. Just but
they just count the money.
They count the money
and
watch us have a good time,
at a certain point. Yeah.
So I retracted my offer, but I did reserve my league match for Johnny because one, out of principle, because he accepted the offer,
right, and
two, because if the community is voicing an opinion, I don't think that committees necessarily have to get involved. You can be like, it's not really cool, unsportsmanlike, and someone can be like, well, fair enough, I won't do it.
Right.
Second of all,
like if you're saying I'm thinking of taking a dump on the table in our next match.
Yeah.
You don't need the rules committee to step in and say, "Don't take a dump, Lee."
Well,
you just say the community's.
Well, no, see that.
Is that what you're saying?
Well, no, I'm saying just it's the thing is
we should have a rule about that.
No. I'm just saying it's basically what we're talking about. Like, this is going to get really complex. Of course, the last show we would do together, Mr. Philosophy, would get really crazy complex. But what we're talking about is it's the extent of constitutional law, right?
You're making it more complex than it has to be.
No, it isn't. Okay, so here's the thing.
All right, give me your analogy.
The idea behind this is an analogy. The idea behind law, right, is that the Constitution is your basic, indefensible, and inalienable rights and framework, right? So the criminal justice system isn't in constitutional law, right? Doesn't mean you can't murder someone because constitutional law protects everybody's right to free life, right?
So you're free to do
exactly. So,
but you're not free from being regulated.
Yeah, exactly. So the regulation when it comes to rules, obviously being a committee, there's a committee that manages that. It's community based, so they tend to gauge the waters and see how people feel about that. Sometimes. Before they put in new rules, right?
Other times,
whatever. We won't mention those. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
But I think this is a situation where,
just teasing out the implications.
One of the things about League is you don't have to play a player who makes that offer, right?
You have to play any player. That's one of the good things.
Exactly.
If you find somebody personally odious who makes deals to sell matches, you don't need to go. You don't
have to come at me, right? And the thing is when I put this out there. We had discussed this because we actually were having beers thing. I was like, I'm gonna raise the stakes for myself, trying to side game League, get some personal fun out of it. I'm just gonna put a beer on my head for every game, and as long as I win, I'll be able to drink for free, right?
Right.
And
that's something I do occasionally, and that is not outlawed as of yet. As of yet is still a free enough event that you can make those kinds of side wagers. I find it sweetens the deal.
Yeah.
It heightens the tension of a match when you not only have, the outcome on the line, but also who's paying for the next beverage.
Exactly. So
it's harmless.
But
unless you're betting against yourself.
I understand that rules committee rules in general for the league is like it's a format thing. Sometimes you gotta regulate so that people don't find loopholes and abuse. Whether my intent was to abuse or not, you gotta.
We'll leave that for the audience.
We'll leave that for the audience to decide. It was no
comment below.
Comment below. It was win streak, 6-game win streak. I think those kinds of things, at some point, it's a matter of scope. It's like the Canadian government doesn't regulate every single thing in the world.
Well, yeah, part
like
of the
they don't tell you how long you can run your dishwasher in your house every day.
Can I lead into the secret sauce of League?
Yeah.
Okay. Part of the secret sauce, part of what makes it interesting, part of why we have a sort of running narrative through all these tournaments that make them all different, is the community and the drama that it generates. So as long as things are free enough that people like yourself can make these outrageous proposals, and people such as your critics are free to shoot them down, I think it makes things a little spicier overall. And I think that's part of the story, and the debate is actually quite interesting to me because people get a chance to stretch out their reasoning skills to gauge their opinions on things they wouldn't normally get a chance to discuss.
And I would like to counterpoint by saying, Levy, our sponsor, I would recommend that you wager a beer from them on every match.
Yes. You're always a winner with
Levy. So, anyways, that was
this is going down pretty smoothly.
It's very nice. It's very nice. It's like a caramel to our sponsor. So.
Santé.
Saint Agathe, Mont Tremblant, Levy. Every time. All right. So that was my personal rant.
Right.
Bloodbath week. Everybody loves Bloodbath week.
Oh, yeah. This
is the week where there's no escaping it. People are going into hiding.
Well, for some people.
Top 8 is going to be pretty decided in the next couple of days.
Yeah.
It's out there, it's full on ferocious.
Some people cannot escape. They're forced to play their last few matches against really grim odds against players who are in a much better situation. And that can cause people to get the nerves sometimes.
Vincent Thibault isn't the only shark in the waters anymore,
No, I mean, basically, compared to the last person on the ladder right now, everyone's a shark.
Yeah, and this is, you're chumming it too,
Yeah. Put your backpack's full of chum, and you're swimming as fast as you can.
You're like, oh man,
just got to get to the other side.
Get to the other side. So
you got to get to week 8.
Yeah. Insert did.
Yeah. So
So you think it's going to end on week 8? I think that's the last couple of leagues have ended week 9. I think we're pretty close to it because we got some drops, which removes games from the pool. Because there's a mathematical equation that's like basically as long as there are games in the pool to be played, even if someone's on a losing streak, they'll give wins around. It'll extend the link.
Yeah.
But there's people who have dropped at like 8-10, 7-8. That's removing those games for people who are already up. You know? So as long as I think probably week 8 we might actually see it close out this one. So.
You'd mentioned the fact earlier that if you have a league like Modern Horizons that pops up and it overlaps with the end of another tournament, that actually incentivizes people dropping out of the tournament where they're doing poorly in the hopes of joining a tournament where they might do well with a better pool, better odds, start fresh.
Yeah.
As opposed to sort of keeping one toe in a tournament where you're losing and then trying to be hopeful about a new tournament. It just seems like psychologically easier to, disinvest in the previous tournament.
Yeah. So it's a Mexican showdown right now in War of the Spark, I think. It's pretty tension. I think the top 8 for one is far from decided. A lot of people we made our predictions, and that is like all over the place, just way off base.
Well, if you listen to some of our viewers, it's just basically we took who was already in the top 8, and then we excluded Cameron.
Which was right? That worked, right?
I think he's dropped.
Yeah,
he's dropped significantly. But I mean,
100% prediction rate. You heard it here
this
first.
This could be a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? Maybe us undercutting him hurt his confidence to the point where his performance deteriorated.
Yeah,
right? You couldn't take the media attention that Magus of the league was throwing down.
Yeah,
and he crumbled.
It's fair.
I'm the champion.
I'm gonna throw that there. If people remember for the first episode of War of the Spark Saga series, I predicted that I would make top 8, and I would like to maintain that promise. I'm coming.
Wow,
I'm coming.
Double down on a bad bet.
If you can't believe in yourself, who can you believe in, Chris? I'm coming for it. I'm coming for that top 8.
Somebody who's more deserving.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. So, War of the Spark.
Yes.
On top of War of the Spark this week, this little baby started. Modern Horizons.
Does it smell good, actually?
Actually, it smells like plastic. I think this smells like this smells like a foil. What do you call that guy? Genesis. Feels like a foil Genesis.
Oh, wow.
That's a Commander premium
That's what you're calling it.
That's a foil Genesis.
Okay.
Premium.
So we're going to talk a little bit about the kickoff of MH1 League.
Let's talk a lot about the kickoff of MH1. Let's just go to town on this.
All right. So
Modern Horizons Leagues. First of all, kickoff. Let's talk about this. If this gets on air before the end of the week, which I know it will because our producer is amazing,
David Grenos.
Sign up is still going on.
Literally.
You can sign up till the 21st, Friday, 9 p.m. Right?
That's correct,
You see this video, you want to get out there, you were hesitating, you were on the fence, sign up. Also, no penalties for the first week. Same rules. So you can get your 6 matches in next week. You know, Dave, you can play Modern Horizons. You will have the time. And it's the summer season. I'm telling you what, I was fighting for M20, and I was fighting for this to be a full league.
Yeah.
Now that I've played this, if I had to take the choice, I would take full league of this any day of the week.
It's so spicy.
It's so spicy.
I'm playing basically a commander deck. I don't mind telling you all about it because I'm not going to be in town for the whole tournament. I joined so I could add the 2 packs to the Find Your Horizon promotion, which we'll discuss later on. But I'll tell you right now, if I'd stayed in this and if I'd taken the packs I added seriously, I think I could have put up a very dominating performance. I've got basically Bear Force 1 commander deck. I've got Ayula and her blessing.
Yeah,
and I've got 2 mother bears. I've got a ton of changelings and a ton of removal. And you felt it.
Yeah,
you felt it last night.
You misplayed it against me, but I still felt it.
Oh, that's inevitable.
Yeah.
I mean,
I still lost though. I'll give you that.
What was the misplay? Just because I know that some viewers might be curious about the particulars of any misplays I might make.
What? Well, you know what it was. It was when I fought your bear. I would have kept back a land to protect her.
I don't think I had the
luxury of it.
The luxury.
You tried to bluff me that you didn't have one, that you drew, but then you drew it, and you're like, "Oh, I need it for the fixing."
Yeah.
It's like, no, you should have. As soon as you had Ayula and the 3-drop thing, I would never have played another land for the rest of the game because you basically have instant speed removal, instant speed buff, a commander that's unbeatable. Like the only thing that beats that combo is just destroying her straight up, and if you don't, then...
Well, I prefer, personally, to think about the 2 games I did win rather than when I didn't.
It's fine. It's fine, also, Plague Engineer, Angels. Super relevant archetype.
Who knew?
Here's some spice for you guys. If you are playing against me and you play a Plague Engineer, squirrels, right?
Squirrels, yeah.
Squirrels.
Always choose the squirrels.
Always choose the squirrel.
He's got no real ninja threats like I thought he did, so his 1/1 Angel...
did nothing.
That I Plague Engineered... Not that important in retrospect. However, the dozens of squirrels that he produced throughout that hour and a half long match...
That was a grinder.
They became important.
Yeah. So, that first part, sign up, still open.
Yeah.
That's the first part. Second of all, there's been some talk from the face-to-face store crew. That's actually not correct. This is the first format that we're not mega drafting.
Yeah.
So they do their speech where they're like, oh, it's fun league, 6 to 8 weeks, top 8 draft, blah, blah, blah. Not applicable to this league.
Yeah, the prize packs that would have been attributed or sort of used for the mega draft are instead being reallocated, as I understand it,
into prize pools.
Right.
Yeah. So it'll cascade
it's going to
further.
trickle down as far as possible. Yeah. As far as I understand, they've promised to pay out the top 12 players.
And we're only 12 players.
So far. So that's very generous. I mean, that value is hard to turn down.
And, this was an interesting... because
I might even cash out, and we were
talking about it. This is interesting because, the core of the format itself... This is like... It was a subject for much debate because as long as I've played League, which is about a year and a half now, we've always had a mega draft, right?
Except in the little
the
small
commander,
RCR.
Exactly. Yeah. Where that one you just prize out. But it almost became a core integral part of the format. However, it is not the core part of the format. The core part of the format is the...
punishment pack mechanic, elimination.
Experience, yeah. And, this kind of frees up leeway for more logistics, maybe an overlapping league with M20, full league M20.
Yeah.
And maybe with more prize packs, it'll add to everybody's experience, and at the end of the day, pretty much everybody who plays League, if you've made friends in the league, we do drafts of our own all the time and all that type of stuff. So it might give room for the format to breathe and grow a little, but I just wanted to clarify that because there are people who've been like, oh, what's this about the mega draft? And I'm like, it's not applicable for this time. They're like, the store said it was. It's like, it's not. The store doesn't run it. We do.
Read the rules.
Read the rules.
On our website.
On our website. F2F League, WordPress.com.
Yeah.
Something like that. So if you... We'll put the link underneath the video. There we go. I am a genius. So just to clarify that...
Yep.
That password... So
let's go back. Let's go back to
second part.
The tournament.
No. Well, so far, as of Friday night, we had 12 players sign up. So at this point, everybody's prizing out.
Everybody's prizing out.
Yeah.
It's like an Oprah audience giveaway.
You get a Modern Horizons pack.
You Modern Horizons pack.
And because the price was $70 for your sign-up pool at $60, if you get an extra pack, you're basically break-even value no matter what.
Yep.
And if you're scaling up, you're getting a ton of value. And the set is so spicy.
It's fun to play.
So spicy.
I had a lot of fun.
5-degree, or what is it? 5-degree chili or 10-degree chili?
It's a ghost pepper.
Ghost pepper. It's ghost pepper
in your mind.
I'm playing this ridiculous Heliod's generous sanctuary, or whatever, the land that puts an enchantment back on your type.
Yes.
With
Heliod's sanctuary.
Stupid.
I think
the prayer, which we put in our top 10, both of us. Squirrel's Nest, which now I think about it, should have been in my top 8, 10, and I didn't even...
Well, we were talking about commons, so that's an uncommon.
It's true, it's an uncommon. We were talking about commons.
So don't beat yourself up too bad.
And who knew? Astral Drift, just fun card.
Yeah, just put this in perspective. I used the rare in my pool, Force of Vigor, to destroy both of the Squirrel Nest and the Angelic...
it's Answered Prayer.
Answered Prayer. Put them both in his graveyard. Within 2 turns... He'd
rebuilt the entire engine.
The whole engine was back online in 2 turns, and just angels attacking the air, squirrels coming out of the ground.
I think the funniest part of that whole matchup was the time that I forgot to Heliod's my Answered Prayer, and it was sitting in my graveyard, and I was like, go to draw, because we were so grinded. This was like the repeat for like 20 turns. Yeah. I was so grinded, and I drawn like a land. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah. And then it's like, oh, it's in my graveyard. And you're like, I was like, I guess I'll just put it there, pass the turn. Nothing happens. Basically, time walked myself.
Just bought myself a turn. I just kept him talking and talking and talking.
Yeah.
You know, he's used to get talking. So he pulled the planes off the top. It was like you literally like. It was like I pulled a magic trick on you.
Yeah, it was.
You really didn't recognize
so stunned.
Didn't recognize your own deck.
Yeah, it was pretty hilarious.
But enough talking about what a great player I am. Let's talk about our Find the Horizon promotion.
Okay, so
this is something that we've promoted, and the rules committee has graciously agreed to back up.
So all the committees have graciously
yes. What we come to know is the
league. The league committees have come up with this promotion that we're doing. Mm-hmm. So similar to the objectives that were in War of the Spark. We're no objectives this time, but...
There's one objective.
Yeah. And we're calling it Find Your Horizon. And basically the idea is you should play a league match wherever you want. And
it's the summertime. Get outside, kids.
Exactly. So we want you to take a picture of you playing a league match in the most creative place you can.
That's right.
Outside
it has to be a real league match.
Has to be a registered real league match.
Yes. And you and your opponent...
Take a picture. You and your opponent... Tag Magus of the League.
Put it on our Facebook page.
Facebook page of the Face-to-Face League.
Yep.
Or, throw it on Instagram, tag me, I'll reshare it, whatever.
There you go.
If you, by the end of the league, we will pick one and we will give you 2 packs of Modern Horizons as a prize. So that's $20 value.
Just for being weird. Not even
just
being
freaking
good.
out, This could be in the broom closet at your office, the McDonald's. The Mont-Royal Overview Observatory,
Oh, God, yeah.
That'd be good.
Oratoire de Saint-Joseph.
Don't try and play on a ride at La Ronde. That won't work.
Ferris wheel.
How are you going to side by side?
I don't know, man. That's for you to figure out.
You drop that deck from the top floor. You're never getting those cards back.
Yeah, but you get a sweet pack MH1.
Yeah. All right. So find your horizon.
Yes. Find your horizon.
This summer, 2019, get out there, get on your bike, drag your league deck everywhere you're going.
Yeah.
You never know when someone will find you.
It could break out.
It could break out. So.
All right. That's our promotion.
Let's do a quick general impressions of the format. We've been taunting Raven about it.
Yeah.
So, my biggest surprise is, if you've been listening to some of the pre-release notes and all that type of stuff from LSV, whatever, they've kind of ironed it out into the archetypes.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that they can go dragon themselves. There is no fixed archetype that doesn't work in this set.
Everything's on the table.
This is Time Spiral times 2 times 3.
It's a lot of fun.
I think the shape shifters are key.
Yeah, absolutely.
But not only that, they've opened up the format way more than I expected. Because a lot of people were like, oh, Sliver Tribal, you can just fill it out with the shapeshifters. And it's like, no, you can play mono white shapeshifters, throw slivers, lions, angels,
tigers, bears,
any anthem you want. Like you're just throwing in anthem after anthem. You can put the bear tribal works with shapeshifters.
Yeah.
You can go out of set and get crazy shapeshifters that work.
I went to Ixalan. I got pirates and dinosaur tribal.
Exactly.
And I can call it
madness.
I can get dinosaurs out of my deck.
Yeah.
And that have to be changed.
I'm playing a green-white enchantment blink deck.
Mm-hmm.
Where was that in the archetypes? And it rocks. Like it's such a good value engine. It's crazy. Mm-hmm. And it's nowhere near in the archetype. And I think, especially with us in a 60 card format, and we just started, this is week 1. I've opened 3 packs. I've won 3 games. People are going to be about 3-4 packs. Especially with such a small group so far, I think everybody's going to have a pretty similar record. I don't think we'll have any 6-0s, but we'll probably have some 2-4s and 4-2s.
Yeah, there won't be many outliers.
Exactly.
Right? But I think one of the good things, if you want to put a positive spin on a low attendance league, it's actually quite intimate, right? You're going to get to know the people in the tournament very well.
Very well.
You're going to have to play them multiple times. Yeah. So actually, you know what?
Technically, you could play everybody once, right?
Easily.
Yeah. You could play 12 games against 12 different people,
unless you lose every match, even if you lost every
match, you'd be eliminated.
Yes,
so you don't have to get to know anybody if you don't want to.
That's right.
But get to know this format.
Drop out of the tournament. Leave Lee your prize back.
Exactly. Damn it. Oh, weeks of you telling me not to turn off my phone or my Facebook, and here it is.
I got crap last night. I got crap for not leaving my phone on.
Yeah.
Now here's the first time where it actually comes back to bite me. It's your new co-host. I can't say who it is, but I'm being phoned by your possible new co-host right now. He's like, "Is this Lee guy okay? Does he have the chops?"
Fair enough.
But speaking of fatherhood, you might wonder what this is. This is our Father's Day episode, and
that's true.
This is my certificate for being a papa en or.
Golden father.
Golden daddy.
Yeah.
That's what they call me. Around the preschool.
And cringe. Okay.
I'm just here to pick up my little girl, the golden daddy.
What are your feelings on the format, Chris?
This is a good beer.
Yeah. What are your feelings on the format, Chris?
My feelings on the format are this. Like the Chaos League, like the modern leagues previous, the power of the cards is higher.
Yeah.
And the room for strategic mobility, let's say, is greater.
Mm-hmm.
So in a normal standard set, no matter how good it is, like War of the Spark, there are still limitations about what you can add. There are still you still do feel like you're in the sandbox rather than chopping your way through the jungle.
Yeah.
In this, I feel like you're chopping your way through the jungle. And you're looking for unfamiliar tools, and you're making plays and looking for lines that you would never normally find in a standard set.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that squares with your experience.
Your experience is what you make of it, right? You're a wanderer. I actually go kind of harder on the modern sets. Mm-hmm. So I've already pre-planned my packs. Yeah. I set aside some Modern Masters sets from 2015, 2017.
Yeah.
Probably going to open Modern Horizons. I added one more of the Spark. I'm gonna hone I see it more as you ever watch those blacksmithing shows on Discovery Channel?
No.
Where they just they have a no, okay, well
they very odd and precise question.
They just give you this lump of metal, right?
Yeah.
And these guys within 3 hours make a perfect knife, right? I think the first day they give you this lump of metal and you got a knife that you can bludgeon someone with, right? Okay. And I'm just gonna spend the whole 6 weeks sharpening that thing into something that's so performant and crazy.
Yeah.
The thing with the standard sets is you can hone your deck and get it really tuned and all that type of stuff and lean into certain archetypes, right? Mm-hmm. But especially with War of the Sark, it's such a bomb-related format, too. In the last league, I felt like I had no bombs. I was just grinding. There was nothing I could do. Right. This one, I have... My best bomb is a land. Actually, that's not true. I have a bomb, but I won't mention it. Or I'll mention it. I have Hexdrinker.
Yes.
Have
you rammed somebody with that?
I've only got it one time I ran someone, Richard Koffler.
Did that feel good?
I apologize.
How'd that feel?
It felt bad for both
you apologized?
of us. I felt bad for both of us.
Wow, is this a public apology? You don't apologize for that.
He said that on the... I was sitting at the table. You heard it. He was like, I apologize for both of us. He was like, this wasn't a fun game. And I was like,
wow.
Yeah.
I also got hex drunk by Surge, and it was not fun. It was not an interactive game.
It wasn't Surge, was it? I thought it was...
it's
Jay.
It was J.O. That's right. Thank you. Sorry, sir. No, Jay rammed it up against me, and it was not fun. Like 6/6 protection from everything.
Yeah, it's unbeatable.
What do you? Unless you have a board wipe.
I'll give you the secret to it. You know, there's a reason Diabolic Edict is in the set.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
So if you're playing black and you don't have any other creatures, I guess it's okay.
Well, no, but it's like turn 1 they do that. Turn 2 they invest 2 mana to pump it up. Yeah. Then you do it. The other thing that's interactive with that, it's level ups are sorcery speed. So you can do pour the mana in, first one, burn it, goes away. Yeah. So it's you got to get it early, but if you don't have an answer, it's a powerhouse. Once it gets to protection from everything, you're golden. You're golden. So yeah, but the spicier, funner games that I've had are the ones that lean into the Astral Rift combo that I was talking about, which was like out of nowhere. Most people would see Astral Rift and be like, unplayable in League. And I was just like, I'm going to run something with this, and I'm going to make it work. And it works.
That's good.
It works. So
let's see you put your money where your mouth is. I think it's time we hit our, what I like to call the back battle, but what you like to call?
Pack battle.
Ciao, ciao. Okay, here we are in our possibly final in-person battle.
And let's take a minute to notice this beautiful playmat designed by our one and only producer, Dave Gunas.
Yes.
So if you want one of these,
please get in touch with him.
Get in touch with him.
Yeah.
He'll sell it to you at commission for 15, 20%, 25%.
It is gorgeous. In case you forget what Magic does, right? If you're a novice player...
it always untap, upkeep, draw.
That's right. That's the first thing you do.
And I don't understand how to use a priority dial, but you
twiddle it. Right.
Just
you twiddle it. When you're nervous, when you're feeling distressed, you turn the priority dial. So look, my stage name, we're going to play something here today called Paigao Magic.
Yeah.
Now, Paigao Magic, there's a couple of different names for it, but I go by the original title. It's where you take a pack of magical cards, in this case MH1 to celebrate our new league, and you separate those cards into 5 different 3-card decks. The way that you win is by winning 3 or more of the 5 matches.
Yeah.
And
you have infinite mana and only 1 life.
Infinite mana, and no, you've still got 20 life.
No, you have 1 life.
20.
No, 1 life. Paigao Magic is played with 1 life.
Judge.
I think it's 1 life.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. So
Riley, much as it hurts me, we'll play it your way.
Yeah.
Quicker
so
is better.
This is a lot of the limited formats have been talking about Paigao. Basically, we at League say don't rip your packs. Only rip your packs for value formats.
Right.
But if you're gonna buy a box and rip a whole box, get yourself a friend and play some Paigao.
There you go.
Because the matches last about 10 minutes, and they're generally a good way to rip some
it kills me not to use these for league purposes, but the fact is that you consumer viewers, you won't tune in unless we open a pack on the air. So
we're already getting more value than we usually do. Although I immediately slided in that foil Ralph from my last deck into an Oathbreaker deck, and it really felt bad though, man. I would have loved to open that for League.
I know.
All right.
So my stage name is the Golden Daddy.
Yeah.
What's your stage name for this one?
I'm gonna say the Lady Bear.
Lady Bear. All right. Let's see what we got. We got 1 minute. Can you give us a timer for 1 minute?
Yeah, 1 minute. 1 minute match.
All right. 1 minute to strategize about your pack open and how you're gonna separate them into 3-card decks. Here we go. This is very exciting. I can't show you what I have without spoiling the fun.
Well, squirrel token. Oh, how do you feel about these art cards?
Yeah. That's all I can say. Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you what. I have been using them for the other side. A little trick for League, you can write whatever you want on here. So you can make your own 3/3 golem or whatever you need. All right. So 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay, we're on 1 minute time.
Can I just say that these are worse than they usually are, given that you're at 1 life and you have infinite mana. I'll let League discover what I'm talking about there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly. Okay, so what could be good? Do you want trade packs?
No.
Last chance.
I'll tell you what, Dave Greenass, our producer, provided these packs, and he will be quite happy with what I have opened.
He will not be happy with what I've opened. He will be sad. He will be quite sad about what I've opened here today.
5 packs.
5 packs.
Also, just one more additional rule: you can't deck yourself from card draw.
You cannot.
You cannot.
So there you go.
So if you have something that draws you a card, it's not. It will not.
Okay, I got a spicy little one there. This is quite fun. Okay, I got 2 packs ready. I gotta say this is a pretty weird one.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
We're almost there, folks. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
I need a win con in this one.
Oh, that's perfect. These are coming together swimmingly. I'm confident that I can win. Possibly even 4.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, I only need. Wait. 1, 2. Oh, it's because I need 5 piles, right? Right, I need 5 piles.
Yeah.
Chris,
Right.
I need 5 piles.
Yep, 5 piles. Here we go. I'm all ready.
I'll put this one like this and this one like
No
this.
pressure.
All right, I'm ready to.
All right. So, let's flip a coin, or want to do rock, paper, scissors?
Sure. Rock,
Paper, scissors, go! Yeah.
I saw that delayed.
I'll go first.
That delayed reaction.
We'll have the judges decide. Okay, so I picked my pack.
Yeah.
You pick yours.
Yeah.
And we'll have the first...
So you're going first.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Remember, this is a best of 5 format. I'll just take your dross here and put it to the side. Put your other backups to the side.
Magus of the league.
I'll start off
Yeah.
with this. Turn 1.
Hold on. I'm gonna respond.
Oh, you want to respond?
I'm gonna prohibit that.
Okay, I've got infinite mana, so I can pay the extra mana.
No, it's I pay the kicker, and if
It's
it's
fine.
4.
Oh, it's done. It's done, right?
Oh wait, that doesn't even work. Never mind. All right, well then I will respond by not doing anything.
Right. So as I was saying, your go.
Sure. I will.
Do I have this one?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
good.
play an igneous elemental,
Right.
and deal 2 damage to target creature.
That's only if you have another creature.
It- all right.
Or you got land in your graveyard, which you do not.
It costs 2 less if I have the land in the graveyard. It always does it.
Always does the 2 damage.
Wow, we're really bad at Magic.
Well, okay. So
All right, so you get that one.
wow. Okay, so that's score of 1. So I'll put.
You can put that on your side.
There we go.
Which one do I want to start with?
Yeah. He's actually.
I'll start with this one.
He's strategizing, folks. This is dangerous. So you
ready?
go ahead. Yep.
All right, I'll play a Viashino Sprinter with haste and deal 4 damage to you.
Yep. I take 4.
And die.
Okay, so that was an auto win. You shouldn't be able to pick which. You shouldn't be able to pick which ones when you're going first. I think that's kind of cheating.
That's the point.
Is that the point?
Should've- if you weren't going first, you'd play the counterspell.
Oh, really?
That's how I do it.
Okay, all right. Well, I guess we're learning about the format.
If you're not
in real time,
if you're not going first, I always play the counterspell plot. I'll play this one.
I'll play this one.
Sure.
You ready?
Yeah. Oh, that's a card.
Yeah, it's a couple of cards.
Okay, well, I'm going to lose this one, but
Good.
just to show Dave's bomb, I'll play an Alpine Guide.
All right. So you want a second land?
I'll equip it with Sinew, Sword, and Steel.
Wait, why are you losing this?
Because you can attack them with 2 creatures. I have 1 life.
Right.
Do you understand the format?
Well, I normally go to 20. See, that's where.
And
It's,
then I'll cycle.
okay.
This doesn't give it haste, right?
No.
No, it doesn't.
Sadly, no.
No, and it doesn't.
That is a good bomb, though.
No, it is a very good bomb.
All right.
So that was take 2.
Yep. All right. So
All right. So you have won 2 games.
you go first.
I go first.
Yeah.
I will play this one. Let's see if this plays out.
So I'm on the defense this time. Defense. Oh God, yeah.
You're grinding down to the not so good stuff. Right?
Yeah. Okay. I'll keep this.
Sure.
Yeah.
Turn 1, I'll play a Birthing Burrows.
Yeah.
I'll tap it and make a 2/2.
Oh, I like my odds here. I like my odds here.
I'll play a Snow Covered Island and pass the turn.
My first turn, I'll play Iceberg Cancetrix.
Yeah.
And I'll play a Rhyme Tender.
Sure.
Rhyme Me Tender. Go.
I'll make another 2/2.
Fine. Yeah. We just get that there for you.
And I'll pass the turn.
You're going to pass the turn.
Oh, yeah.
Coward.
It's the tension. The tension, Chris.
Well, here's what the thing is. I mean, we're just going down to a format where if I do 1 damage to you, you lose, right?
Yeah.
I mean, as far as I understand, that's how the rules go.
Yeah.
That being said, what would you do if I came at you with both of these?
Block both.
You'd block both.
Correct.
Oh, surprise. My big bomb rare, Force of Virtue. Get that guy out of there.
I'll give a +2/+7 response.
All right. Lee, you got this one, buddy. There you go.
Yeah.
Clear it away.
That's some good bombs. I would have loved to open one of these in my current league deck.
Really?
Yeah, because I could loop it infinitely. It's an anthem. If he destroys it, I loop it infinitely.
You want to keep it on the board, though. That's the point.
Yeah, but if they...
You don't want to loop an anthem indefinitely. You want to...
No, but if they destroy it.
You have enough conditional...
All right, so I know that in your last hand you have your Snowland.
Yeah.
And then you go first this time, I believe, right? So go for it.
So here's what I'm going to do.
1 damage and I lose.
I'm going to start off with a Snow Covered Forest. That's a $2 start right there.
Yeah.
I'm going to tap it for green mana.
Yeah.
Talisman of Curiosity.
Until 1 damage to yourself.
Well, that's if I use it for mana.
That's true.
I don't need to. I mean, if it comes down to
kill me, Chris. I know what you're doing.
This is my suicide machine right here.
True.
If you're ever going to win, I'm going to tap this Talisman of Curiosity, do myself in, and rob you of victory. Just
Go for it.
Last card. Thundering Djinn.
That's a card.
Here you go.
I'll play a Gluttonous Slug.
Fine.
I'll play a Quakefoot Cyclops.
Fine.
The Quakefoot Cyclops will fight the Djinn. Removal!
In response, I dome myself for 1.
Yes!
Good job, Lee.
Good job. And now we know who the true Magus is.
Yeah, I now have to retire from the podcast.
Yeah, little known, we were actually playing for the rights to the podcast.
Yep, and now I have to leave Montreal in shame.
In shame.
Yep.
So, anyways, thank you for that pack battle. Literally. Pack battle.
Yep.
Should we even discuss the playables in there?
Ooh. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, let's do it.
Let's get optimal value.
Optimal value. It's all mixed, so
let's just say this is low, medium, high. The bomb's up here.
All right, high.
I don't know what this is. This is
It's
kind
for
of
the
like
ninjas.
Ninjas,
Yeah,
yes,
it's
I know,
for the
but like
ninjas.
it's niche.
This is all low.
This is quite good.
This is surprisingly a bomb.
Surprisingly?
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be like making a 2/2. I'll say this: the format is super grindy just because of the number of auto generation tokens there are. Hey, look, Chris! I'll just put this right up here at the top.
Yeah. Look at that. This is a bomb, obviously.
Oh yeah.
This is actually quite good too. Tornado is conditional, and
Prohibit's probably pretty high, I would say.
this is where I'm putting them.
You would put this above a Lancer Sliver?
Yeah, just because Changeling is so important for this set.
Yeah, but a 2/2 first strike that gives all your Changelings first strike is pretty.
Yeah, but to have that make sense, you have to Changelings.
That's true.
So,
but the
and this is
3/1 is just generally not that relevant.
That's just where I put it, man. You can
Fair enough.
You can take me to town for it.
All right. Well, let's talk about all these. Do you agree these are all pretty high, or
the Savage Swipe has been brutal.
yeah?
It's taken games.
I thought
it's wiped out games.
I'll tell you that
I had.
I thought that the 2 cost, the 2 power condition would be so relevant, but it's actually hugely on flavor. Like I love saying Mama Bear swipes you to death. You know, like with the Mother Bear there.
Yeah.
It's a 2/2 becomes a 4/4 on turn 3, just wipes out their board. Push. You know.
It makes sense. It was in your pack, right? You had the bear on the pack. It makes sense. This was on my my angel pack.
Yeah.
I had my Force of Virtue.
That is correct.
So that's a little insight into the format.
Yeah.
Always look at the who's on your pack.
Yeah.
Corresponds to the rare.
And the swords, the swords this time around people have been kind of lower on them than the previous swords. I'll say Black Red, the sinew one, even though it doesn't really hit that much right now in terms of like removal.
Yeah.
Pro Red, Pro Black is really annoying because
all
it
you
hits
need.
all the art, like all the good removal in the set.
That's all you need.
And +2/+2 is still a relevant amount. And I'll tell you what, Equip 2 is a low cost. It's very low for an Equip 2.
Yeah, it's just because people were spoiled with the juiced up
Sword of
swords
Fire,
of the past. Yeah.
But this one is fantastic. So I would run it in every single deck if I had one.
I opened it the pre-release. I can see it being good in constructed formats where you're able to turn other people's creatures into artifacts.
Yep.
So it's going to be removal in that case, or you can like turn it into a stone rain, turn the land into an artifact, and do a stone rain every turn you attack. That's pretty good.
Oh dang!
So there's things you can do with this card that you couldn't do with the others, and I think that it'll take some time to find a home, but I think it's reality. In terms of like the commons, the stuff you're going to see more often. I played a game yesterday where a guy cycled Krosan Tusker 3 times in our match, got 6 cards of value off of that one card. So he just kept recurring it, and cycling it. And just drew an obscene amount of cards off of the old boar beast there. So seeing that in the format, that's something you're always going to play if you're in green. It's basically fixing and it replaces itself. So.
It's divination with a land. Yeah. All right. Anything that I undervalued according to you? I personally think the Sliver is a little bit better than you.
I think, if anything, you undervalued the Gluttonous Slug. I've played games where this for 2 mana becomes a 4/7. Like, it just slowly over time gets better and better and better. And by the time it gets to that size, you're sacrificing 2 creatures to get rid of it. And in the early game, it's just a wall to stop other people's ninjas. It has menace, so it enables your ninjas. I've seen it do lots of stuff that it really shouldn't do. It looks innocuous, but this slug has legs.
Yeah, my problem with the slugs is everybody that's played it against me, I found that like it takes, like you said, it takes time to build it up to something relevant.
But it's too bad. What do you want?
The elephant, but like there's a lot of 3-drops that are 3 power.
True.
And it won't block those efficiently.
And as soon as you play one of those 3-drops for 3 power, this becomes a 1/4 and blanks
not on
their
their
3
other
drops.
side. It's a creature you control.
That's what I'm saying. But once you play your 3-drop, next turn after,
it blanks one of theirs.
It blanks all
of
them.
But I'm just saying in terms of tempo, it feels like taking a turn off unless you have like a really payoff. Like I didn't consider the ninjas with the menace, but unless you have a really good payoff in a series on tempo like green-black, I feel like it's a wall that's not really a wall. You know, like 0/3 has never really been a performant wall. You need it to start usually at 0/4, 0/5 for 2 for it to be relevant.
The rest I'm not going to take you to town for, but it's just the slug.
All right.
Slug. All right, that's the end of the
pack battle. This is a bomb. And welcome back.
Mm-hmm.
What a pack battle.
What a pack battle. And this time we actually filmed it in sequence, so we actually mean it when we say there was some
Don't
spice
give
in
away
it.
our secrets. The magic of Hollywood.
They don't. They can see behind the curtain.
No, they can't.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm sure they can.
Oh no, they can't.
But that was quite a sword.
People think that we actually have floating magic cards that appear on our screen every time we talk.
Yeah. They're simple folk.
Yeah. So and
how do they do that? How do they get the cards float? No one's holding that card. Right?
It just appeared.
You think they're really like that?
Oh.
I respect you and I value you and I think that you know the tricks.
All right, Dave, make a Sarah the Benevolent appear right.
He's not going to do that. He's just to spite you.
Just to spite
Yeah, he's not. He said, "Don't tell me how to do my job."
Fair enough.
I'll make the
Sarah the Benevolent.
Yeah.
And it's gone.
We'll see if he cooperates.
We'll see.
I'm saying probably not.
Yeah. Special tight. We did a Pai-Gao Magic.
Yeah.
You know, just to give you a proper send off. If you guys haven't played Pai-Gao Magic, best way to rip packs. Other than playing League, obviously. Best way to rip packs. Play League. Save up your packs. Start your own League. Spread the community.
Wow. Right? I will.
So you will.
I will.
So
I'm like Johnny Appleseed now. I'm going to walk the land and just start leagues wherever I go.
You're leaving us.
Yeah.
Maybe for good, maybe not. We'll see. We don't know. But this is not the first league that you have started.
No.
Correct?
Yeah.
So is it your intention to start another league?
Oh, yeah.
Where?
Wherever I go. I don't know where I'm going yet. That's why I kept it a mystery. Yeah. Possibly China? Mm-hmm. Question mark? So
you have a rare opportunity now. You can start leagues that you don't even participate in. You could just be an advocate to the format. You know, like a traveling snake oil salesman. Show up with a briefcase, box of Modern Horizons, be like, have you heard about this format called League, sir?
Well, here's the great thing about the format, right? You don't actually need to have the kind of built up and elaborated community that we do. We're lucky to have this. And one of the things that struck me in the last few weeks as I've been preparing to leave is how important and special the community has become to me, just as a matter of being here for nearly 4 years.
Any special mentions?
You're all equally wonderful in different ways. But here's the thing: you don't need to have a large group of people to make it work.
Yeah.
It could just be you and a buddy at a cafe, right? So we meet once a week, we have a coffee, play a match, add the pack. Next week, see you at the same time, do it again.
Yeah.
And then once someone gets 10 losses or 11 losses, you fold up the decks, you start again.
Yeah.
It's that easy.
Yeah, it's true. That's the core of the format.
And that's
core of the format.
I did that before in Japan, and it worked perfectly fine. It was a great way for a small group of us. I think there was around 6 of us who met at cafes and did this, and it was fun. And there was no stakes involved, and worked perfectly well.
And the thing to mention is, like, just beyond you is, you started this league 3 years ago with Battle for Zendikar, correct?
3.5 now, I guess.
3.5 years ago. And, we've grown to a community that consistently has 30, 40, sometimes close to 50 people leagues. The number of people that play League expands beyond just specific leagues. You make friends, you build commander pods, you draft together,
Yeah, just since Guilds of Ravnica, we've had, I think, around 100 unique League players come through our doors.
Exactly.
Which is something.
Yeah, exactly. And if you want to start that up, I would say, like, probably 4 to 8 players is the best way to just get her going.
Get her going.
All you need is, you don't even need store support. You don't need prize pools. All you need to do is 6 packs, 60 card deck, add a pack every time you lose. And the time framing, we run it over weeks with the minimum 3-play, max play 3-play, just because we have so many players. You have to keep a set level of consistency.
You got to stay on the same calendar.
If you're in 4 players and it's your friends, you can do that in a weekend. You can run that. Like, it's all up to your consistency. You just kind of want to keep all the players at the same amount of games.
Exactly. If you got a hardcore group and you want to add more required matches per week, do that.
Yeah.
If you want to have like a more casual group and just say, well, we just got to play once a week.
Yeah, just nobody can go two games ahead of anybody else or something.
It's all there in the rule set. You just have to turn the knobs based on what you want the experience to be like.
Yeah.
And you can run your own tournaments quite easily using the rule set that we developed.
Yeah. And you're excited to move on from this league? Is this...
I mean, it's bittersweet, right? Because, I'm a little bit too invested in a way.
Yeah.
Right, like I knew I was leaving town about a half a year ago. And so at that time, I bowed out of the rules committee and I stopped sort of being on the planning organizational side of things.
Yeah.
But I find that I'm still, even though I think that things have devolved enough for the Montreal scene to happily keep going on its own steam, I'm still a little bit too emotionally invested, Like I'm a little bit too, like, I want things to go well. And I'm a little bit too charged up about it. I think that distance is going to possibly help that. Help me get that sort of perspective.
Yeah.
And I think that the sooner I do that, the healthier the Montreal scene will be, because it will start to sort of, people will take more initiative in my absence.
Yeah.
So I won't be there, sort of, pushing
and everything like that
to keep it going. So either it'll stand or it'll fall on its own merits. No, my sense is that things are in a very good place right now, and that they'll stand.
That's cool. That's good. I'll say this then, as a Magus of the League, initial Magus, you'll always have a guest spot on our show.
Wow.
Whenever you come back. I think they always do that with, like, the LSV shows.
I'll be your Ryan Spain.
Is that he's the first one?
To your
Who's my second? Who's Marshall's second host? Because LSV is like 3rd or 4th, right?
Yeah.
He's his longest running one.
He's at a string. But I think Spain was the first.
So you're my first, Chris.
This is getting weird.
It's so romantic.
Hold back the tears. Hold back the tears.
All right. Well, then I guess, with that, thank you again to La Veille for sponsoring our podcast with this delicious beer.
It was delicious.
Pat, thank you. Saint Agathe near Mont Tremblant. If you're in the neighborhood, can they get this in Montreal, or do they have to? Oh, they can get it in Montreal. Specific location?
Just look online.
Okay, so you can look online to find it in Montreal if you're a Montreal local. It's delicious, fantastic beer. I'll finish up. Cheers to you.
Yep.
Thank you, Chris Yorke, for this adventure.
It's been fun.
It's been fun. 2 seasons,
Let's
2 full seasons. So coming from me, probably take a couple weeks hiatus to figure it out with the producer what we're going to do next. As I mentioned, maybe co-hosts, maybe some long-distance overlay stuff. Once we figure that out, we'll get back to you guys. Meanwhile, I'm going to be, I don't want to say I'm dragging deep in Paul's team, but in Modern Horizons.
Yep.
And enjoying it. So when we come back, I'll have some spice for you guys for sure. And don't forget, Find Your Horizon promo. Keep it out. You can share it on Instagram, on the Facebook League page, on the Messenger group. I will track down those pictures. The one that I find the most creative with a consensus committee of promotion and for everything. 2 free Modern Horizons pack. And there's only 12 of us right now, but one last time also, man, so much to cover. This is just going to be our best podcast ever. Mm-hmm. Still time to sign up.
Yep.
Once you see this video, you can head to Face in Montreal on Wellington, named after our wizard, Wellington the Wizard. The street is named after our wizard. You can head there and you can sign up, get your 6 packs. There's value just for signing up and playing a few games, and the prize pools I'll be distributing in 6 to 8 weeks, and it's going to be really intense. So thanks again, Chris. It's been a pleasure. And thank you, Dave Grinas, our fantastic producer.
Thanks, everyone.
For 2 full seasons.
Yeah.
So thanks for everyone.
And thanks for everyone who made League a success over the last few years. You're too numerous to mention, really, everybody who played or helped organize or put together posters or, so many things. Got the box for putting the slips in, making the slips, printing them up at work in secret.
That's me.
There's lots of... I didn't want to out you, but...
I guess my boss doesn't watch my podcast.
There you go. Yeah, good thing, too. Thanks to everybody, and wish you all the best in carrying on this tradition into the future.
And we'll see you out there. Find your horizon. #Find Your Horizon. #Magus of the League.
Find it.